Hello everyone, welcome once again. Today we are going to study a new chapter of ninth standard, that is motion. As we have already studied in previous classes that what is motion. When there is any change in position of any object, we used to tell it as motion. So motion occurs when an object changes its position with time. It has time as well. When a body covers equal distance in equal interval of time, it is called uniform motion. Just suppose we have two objects, object A and object B. If we talk about object A, it covers 10 meters in every 1 minute. Again it covers 10 meter in 1 minute. Again it covers 10 meter in 1 minute. Similarly, the B is the object which covers 10 meter in first 1 minute, then 15 meter in second 1 minute, then 7 meter in third 1 minute. So this is non-uniform motion, and the A object which is showing is called uniform motion whenever the body covers equal distance in equal interval of time. Now, when a body covers unequal distance in equal interval of time, the time interval is already 1 minute, whereas the distance varies from 10, 15 to 7. This type of motion is called non-uniform motion. Now, both distance and time are important in describing motion. While we are describing motion, we need both the things. One is distance, how much distance is being covered in given time, according to which we can describe the motion, either it is uniform or it is non-uniform. Next is, sometimes motion has occurred even if you didn't see it happen. We don't see the motion to happen every time, even we can say that there was some motion. First one is relative motion, when two objects are moving in a plane, in same plane, either in same direction or opposite direction. Two objects which are moving in plane, either they are in same direction or they could be in opposite direction both. Each have relative motion with respect to second. First one has relative motion with respect to second, and second has relative motion with respect to first. In this case, tree is stable but is assumed to be moving but with respect to train. Whenever we used to travel with train, if we are traveling with train, what we will see? We will see the known living things like poles or trees. While we are sitting inside the train, we used to assume that trees and poles are moving. But it is exactly not correct. What is moving is only train, and trees and poles, they are stationary. But they are in motion with respect to one another. That is why we can assume that trees are moving, poles are moving, or whatever the object that we see through the window of the train that is moving. It is because of the relative motion of first object with the second object. Next is distance versus displacement. Distance, how far an object has moved. It has only magnitude without direction. Distance, if we talk about that the object is traveling 1 kilometer, then it does not have any direction. We have not said either it has moved in north, south or without any direction. It has only magnitude without direction. Distance has its magnitude but it does not have its direction. Next is displacement. Displacement is how far and in what direction. If we just say that the object is traveling 1 kilometer, then we are just telling about the distance. Whenever we are saying the object is traveling 1 kilometer in north, that means it is the displacement that is covered by the object A. So this is difference between distance and displacement. Distance is only how far the distance has been covered, but if we talk about displacement, we will have the distance as well as the direction. That is the direct distance between initial and final points. The distance will be given between initial and final points. Next is speed. Speed is the distance of an object travels in a given amount of time. How much distance is being traveled in given time? If we talk about 1 hour. So, if any train is covering 120 kilometer in 1 hour, then its speed is equals to, speed of the train will be 120 upon 1, or we can say 120 kilometer upon 1 hour. So, this will be the speed of the train. Speed is equals to distance upon time. This is the formula of speed. Speed is equals to distance upon time. It is the distance traveled by the object. This one is the time taken by the object, how much time the object has taken to travel this distance. It is described as speed. Now, speed could be of different types. First one is constant speed. If the speed is not changing, the train is traveling 120 kilometer per hour. That means in 1 hour it will travel 120 kilometer. Again 120 kilometers will be traveled in again next 1 hour. Then same thing will be repeated again and again. That means the speed of the train is not changing. Always it is 120 by 1. This type of speed is called constant speed. After that is changing speed. Riding a bike for 5 kilometer, take off and increase speed, slow down, uphill, speed up, down. All these things, they lead to the changing of speed. Just suppose if we are traveling on any of the highways, we will travel with the speed of 5 kilometer per hour. And then comes the road which is not as good as the highway. We will travel 2 kilometer in 1 hour. So this changing speed due to any obstacle or any of the reason due to the speed of the bike, that leads to the changing speed, and the distance traveled by the bike in a given time will be changed in every time. Take off, increase speed, slow down, up hill, speed up, down, stop for stop sign. The trip took you 15 minutes. That is 0.25 hour average speed. In this case, we will calculate average speed. Average speed is equals to total distance. How much total distance was traveled by the train? 10, 5, 10 plus how much was the total time? That means 3 hours. It has traveled this distance in 3 hours. That means it is average speed of the given object. Next is instantaneous speed. Speed at any given time. We can give any of the time and we can define speed according to it. Next one is velocity. Velocity speed includes speed and direction. In case of speed, we were just telling about how much distance any object is traveling in 1 hour. 150 kilometer in 1 hour an object is traveling. So we will just divide it with 1. That means 150 kilometers in 1 hour. But if we are given also the direction, that if it is traveling from Delhi to Bombay, so this will be the direction as well. The train is traveling from Delhi to Bombay. So according to the given distance as well as direction, that will be called as velocity. Like speed only have distance and it has both speed and direction. Storm is moving at 20 km per hour. Suppose two trains are going with the same speed in opposite direction, so they are having different velocities. Race car going around an oval track might have constant speed but different velocities at each point. Speed could be same but velocities will be different. Next one is acceleration. Any change in velocity over a period of time. Change in velocity of the object over a time period is called acceleration. So that's all about this chapter. For more details, stay connected to me. Thank you and have a good day to all of you.